We get this email every week, and sometimes I just kind of put it aside because all due respect, I think there's been a little bit of crying wolf when it comes to bubbles and such, because it's prices have been going up and up and up and up and up, and that's all anybody can see. But I wanted to bring it up again today only because interest rates have come up. There has been discussion of a recession. I mean, all of us can go to any of the websites and see that our home is just astronomically higher than it ever has been. So I just wanted to touch on it again today. I mean, do you think that we're going to see a start of possible corrections or price adjustments? I mean, what do you see now that the conditions have changed a little bit?
For sure, yeah, the old bubble prediction, as they say,
every week,
and every week, it is every week, and I mean, you obviously see tons and tons of media come across your desk,
sure.
and I just get bombed with. I mean, I don't know. I average like 300 emails a day, somewhere around there, and it's just a lot of that, a lot of chatter, a lot of noise, and
right.
I just think there's something in the air that brings these counter predictions kind of all the time. It's like the market's hot, it's going to crash. The market's terrible, it's going to improve. I mean, it's like every cycle always seems to produce that counter opinion, if you will, especially on social media. One thing I've learned about Facebook is everybody is an expert. I mean, you talk about creating an environment with. I've never seen so many experts in one location ever. I mean, it'd be the equivalent of like 200,000 Harvards in one place, right?
My 13-year-old, she knows everything.
There you go. Perfect. Absolutely. No, it used to be you ask your friends. Now you just it's whatever's on the book of faces, if you will. So, but I always just go back to the numbers, and it really, I know that sounds simple, but it really kind of is just that simple. It's it's the old saying, numbers don't lie, people do, and so it's maybe some. True. I guess it depends on who's throwing the numbers out, but. Much of the opinion is it's just stirring up emotions. I mean, that's really it. And, people, I guess, people just tend to make their decision faster in an emotional state, although typically it is never normally the best decision. But I see it all the time. People get emotion. I mean, your emotions just play tricks on you. And it's just never a good place to make a decision. I could look back over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sales that our company or myself have handled, and when that's really 99% of I would say in some of these situations, my role is to get everybody calm, to get the emotions out of it and to make good logical decisions based upon fact, based upon number, based upon timeline. So. But I have definitely seen some people, lose their minds over the absolute smallest things. Sometimes they just don't even. It's just so not even relevant to the structure of the deal, or whatever. And so we just work. We got to get them grounded and get really back to the data. And so. It's interesting, but I'm reading every single day in the real estate world. I get bombarded with a lot of people either wanting an opinion or sharing their opinion, or as you can imagine, just lots of different things. But I mean, right now in the Triad, I mean the demand is like 50-1 for most of the price ranges. It's not true for every price point, but in that median price range, there's at least 50 buyers for every house on the market. And, I mean, I've really not see that drop off a lot until we get over, about $500,000. And it's still, we're getting probably, 10 offers to every home, even in the higher price points. So, yeah, it's, I just see I don't know how you can crash with that kind of demand. That's just me, though.